What's up, guys? We are back with our next round. Okay, so one more thing. I swear, this hopefully will be the last thing that I screw up. It's not a huge deal, but it is something to consider. So, in watching rounds, this is round 11. Watching round 10, I realized that I failed to pull an encounter card. So, we're going to do an encounter card right now before we start the upkeep for round 11, and square that away, and then we'll start round 11 proper. I have got my reference card, and I am going through it one thing at a time, so I do not miss. I apologize. Like I told you guys earlier in the series, I'm learning a new piece of software, and I filmed like 6 or 7 episodes all in one long take, and in editing, I managed to move some stuff around and miss it. I don't know where it's at, and I've already spent probably 6 or 7 hours in creating graphics and finding sounds and stuff, and I've really contemplated going back and just starting from scratch. But I'm not going to do it because we still have 2 whole quest tables, so there's still plenty of time for me to get this right. And I want to finish it, what I started, so I do apologize to you guys, apologize to Roger, because I want you guys to see how amazing this game is, and I want to do it justice. So just forgive me and bear with me, and I just want to put that out there. So first thing let's go ahead and pull the encounter for what we should have pulled last turn. Event. Alright, here we go. This is what we should have pulled again last turn. Throughout the dark, twisting dungeons, a loud and deep horn is heard. All minions on a patrol route reverse the direction they're traveling. This does not affect ready minions or minions currently on spawn points. Okay, now that's interesting. So they're going to be going the opposite direction of where they're going. That's kind of a cool one. Alright, so let's go to the board and let's start working our way through our minions. Huh. That would have affected probably a little bit of what we did last time. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It's actually going to make it better for us because they would have actually moved in the opposite direction. So we're just going to reverse all the directions. I'm not even going to switch to that. I'm going to reverse all the directions for these guys, and then when we go roll for them, then they'll be heading in the correct direction now based on this, although they might not be in the exact same spot. But if they had reversed directions based on the directions that they're all showing on the board, none of them would have been even close to our heroes. As a matter of fact, they'll really be further away, so that kind of works. And remember, this only affects minions. It does not affect the champion, the guardians. So, good. I'm glad that worked out that way because I was really afraid that we were going to draw something crazy and it was really going to screw stuff up. Okay, I know that was a blink of an eye for you, but fact is I actually just did that. So we are good to go there. So, in your upkeep phase, we have any afflictions? No. This is where we're at. Starting the upkeep phase. I have my reference card here, so I don't jack this up again. No afflictions, no torches. We did not have anything channeled, so all of our heroes' abilities, so Summon Spectral Sword, Prism, those weren't, couldn't, of course, counterattack. Those are all good to go. And then, of course, we have our 2 weapons here for her. Nothing done here. Alright, we're good to go there. Alright, cool. So everything's unchanneled. Initiative tokens. Well, you know the drill. 135 here. And 246 for her. And that takes care of everything because, again, we don't have the teleport tracks not active because we got to kill these 2 guardians. Once we do that, then we'll have 3 rounds. So we'll still have a few rounds to go before we finish this quest table. And then we'll teleport out and can do some celebration day and some buying of some gear and leveling up and all that. So that takes care of that. Now we will go to the encounter phase where we will draw an encounter proper. Alright, this is select a hero. So at this point, actually, we don't have a choice because with these right here, they can't be in a chamber and they can't be engaged. Well, right now, remember our paladin is engaged with Razorfang, so it has to be our battle mage. Here's discovered a maiden with the brick forest who is gravely injured and close to death. Test wisdom. On a pass, the hero recalls an old healing spell. Talk to them. Within moments, she's thanking them and lead them to a secret stash containing 600 gold. Wow. And if she fails, she loses 5 essence. Well, good news is she's got 5 essence, so if she fails, she's not going to take any damage, although she won't have any essence. Let's hope with a 17 and a wisdom of 3, so 14 or higher we can roll. We can hopefully get 600 gold. So, 14 or higher. Come on. We need the money. 19! Oh my gosh! Okay. Oh, jeez. Alright, so, if we pass, which you just saw we did with flying colors, might I add, we get 600 gold. Or she gets 600 gold. Okay, that's awesome. Let me grab that. Alright, here we go. So, there is the 600 gold. That's going to go on our battle mage. Now, that is actually, I think, going to change what I'm going to do, because I do not want to lose that gold to something stupid like a champion or a minion or something like that. So, when we get to the hero phase, which we've got to do the guardian phase first, so we're not to the hero phase yet, but once we get there, I think Albus is definitely going to have to be running over there to her and grabbing that up, because he's got room for it, and we do not want to lose that. We've lost, like, over 1,000 gold that way, so we don't want to do that anymore. So next we'll go to the Guardian phase. And now we're done with the Guardian phase, because remember, our Guardian quest table is 3 for this. Actually, you know what? Let me show you the book. Alright. So, we're doing Scenario 5, so here's the book. If we look under Guardian Spawn Track, or no, that's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. Guardians per quest table right here. So we decided to do this on normal. So that is a 3. So we will not be spawning any more Guardians in or rolling for them. So the Guardian phase from this point on for this quest table, emphasis on this quest table, will not happen. So we'll go from the Guardian phase, which nothing happens, to the hero phase. Alright, so here we are. And our first activation is, of course, going to be our paladin. He's got 2 actions. And he is going to attack Razorfang. No surprise there. So let's go to our battle area and let's see what happens. Now, he's gonna be. This is the only time he can fight him, right? So, I don't know what he's gonna do with his other action, other than he could move. But I don't know that he's really got anywhere that he wants to move. So, it may end up actually being a wasted action. We'll see. He may go try to discover. He may, which you can't see it behind it, but there's a dig site, so he may actually go there and check that out. So, all right, let's go to the battle area and let's see if we can get some more hits, or actually get any hits on Razorfang. All right, so here we are. So, with this combat, let's remember that we don't have the final strike die, right? That's only for minions, not for champions or guardians. So, we're going to have our regular attack dice. And then we're going to, of course, have our D3. It's going to tell us what we're going to hit with first. And I'm going to opt, because there's really no anything special that's going to, help us. as far as the mage goes. So she's not gonna join in this. As a matter of fact, what she may do is she may try to take out that siege breaker, orc siege breaker, on her turn, and just get rid of him. Okay, cool. And actually, that will put her close to a chamber monster, level 1 chamber monster, so she may actually go for that too. Alright, so let's get on with it. He has no damage on him, because remember, I kind of screwed up the last time with a paladin. Again, I filmed so much stuff in a block that I may have actually done damage to him, but we're just going to assume that I haven't. You did see the defense last time, so let's see if we can do any damage to him this time. 3. Okay, cool. So we start out with the worst one. That's going to be mythical. He has a -3 with mythical. That's probably something we need to look at weapon-wise going forward to try to mitigate some of that, maybe. Maybe even get him, I don't know, maybe get something like that that'll help. We get lucky with mine. So, it's a -3 to this. We need an 11, so that means we need a 14 or better to hit. If we're going to use something, we might as well use the bow. So, that is a 6, right? No, that is a 9. That is a 9, folks. A 9 and a 5. Oh, that's a 14. We might be able to take him out. We might be able to take him out this activation. Not this activation, but on his next activation. Because as I recall, we can attack him with each activation just once with an action, but not, not twice. Okay, cool. So physical or ranged? Nope. So we're going with physical. Now here's the questions. I have a +4. We need a 14, so a 10 or better would hit him. Do I want to go with the footman's sword for a couple more points, so an 8 or better would hit him, but only do 1 damage to try to kind of guarantee the hit? Okay. Gosh. Knowing that I'll be able to attack him again on my next activation, I'm gonna say let's use the sword. So 8 or better, we're using the footman's sword. Oh my god. And we're missing. So he is at 7 health. Now our paladin is at 5 health with his best weapon. That is ridiculous. Okay. Bow next. We have a 3, a 5. 11 minus 5 is 6. So we need a 6 or better to hit him with the bow for 2 damage for his last warfare roll. Oh my god, a 6 barely. But we hit him. So that is now 4 damage on Razorfang. So he's a little over halfway. Ooh. It's a good thing that was not arcane, because remember, because this happened a while back, because we still haven't got another event card. This environment card is still in effect, which is double damage from anything arcane. So that could be potentially catastrophic. Okay, so that takes care of our paladin. So let's go now to our battle mage with her activation. This will be activation number 2. All right. So actually, a fib. Before we start her activation, let's go ahead and handle Albus and try to get him over there to get that money off of her, that 600 gold that we just got. So this is going to actually be for Albus's movement, and then this is a D6 plus 6. Now, I considered taking Albus and just leveling him up, but I think for now, as low as health and essence as we are, and as close as we are to the end of this quest table, I'm just going to leave him at his current level and run him around. But we will definitely probably level him up at least once during our celebration day to get a little bit extra movement. And hopefully in quest table 2 we'll get some more, get some additional gold and such. Okay, so here we go. We're going to roll this up. Let's see what we get. A 5, and a 6 is 11. So he's going to head back towards her. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's right there. And then he's going to get to move twice. Let's do it again. Okay, and 7. That was horrible. 1, 2. Oh gosh, he's going a long way around. 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Why did I go that way? I already did it. 7. Okay. I should have. He's over here just off the corner. Should have gone up and over. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm not going to change that. That was on me. Alright, so now we're going to do her. Okay, so here she is. Again, I think what we're going to do, because if I move just right and go to like right over there, to like say right here, Razorfang can't see me because he's engaged. Even if he could see me, we're both the same class. He's not switching targets. And this will also keep me out of line of sight of this red Orc Siegebreaker by moving this way, so he won't engage me. But we do need to kill this Orc Siegebreaker, because if we don't, he'll go raiding. And we're probably going to use her Spectral... Actually, you know what? We may not use her Spectral Sword. We might use a Spectral... Oh, we're going to use a Spectral Sword against... Ooh. Yes, well, the Spectral Sword is going to be against Razorfang. Alright, here we go. Her first movement. Remember, she's got 2 actions. What did I do with my other little token? Oh, there it is. So, just a reminder, so there's our 2 tokens. So the first one is going to go, and first movement, we need big movement. That's a 3, that's 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as soon as we get there, this is going to see her. So we're going to take this raid token, and the green Orc Siegebreaker is now a raiding minion. That was 4 movement, 5 movement. Okay, so what sucks is... it doesn't take an action. I'm not sure if... I'm not sure if these abilities can be used, like, if you have to complete movement to use an ability. Let me know in the comments. And I think just to be safe, we're just gonna work on this mate. We're gonna do some work on this guy, and if we miss, then that'll hold that Spectral Sword in reserve so that he doesn't become raiding, or so even though he is raiding, it'll have a better chance to keep him from running away. We're gonna roll, not that it matters, because at a minimum we get 2. So 1, 2. So she's right here. She would normally not actually. Razorfang is just out of sight for her, based on where he's at. So he wouldn't have switched her if he could have, if she's just out of range. But all right, let's go down and let's see what kind of damage she can do. Alrighty, here we go. Now, remember, first of all, this is a minion, so Final Strike die will be in effect. So let's get our Final Strike die. We'll get our attack die. Yeah, if she can hit this, then she'll have to use the spectral sword to attempt to fire at him in order to kill him. Because remember, when we're doing combat, yeah. So, like I said, the final strike die, and because this is a minion, we're doing one round of combat. It'll be one of the three things that it's versed in is what we'll be using to attack it with, and it'll only be one roll. It won't be all three. So we'll have the warfare roll plus the final strike roll. So theoretically, if we could hit with both, then we would kill it. If not, we're going to have to use a spectral sword and hope that we don't roll a 1 or a 2. So, having said that, let's do this. All right. So first thing we need to determine is which warfare type. It's going to be spiritual, of course, the worst one. That is a 10, and we have a -2, so we actually need a 12 or better to hit. Sorry, not spiritual, mythical. 12 or better to hit. Let's see what we can do. Okay, well, 3 plus 2, that is a miss, and because we miss, that's a damage, so she goes from 6 to 5 health. But we wham bam, thank you man, her that swords breaker big time. So like, I guess she swung and she missed, but on that back swing, she nailed him. So that is definitely a hit with a 20. It would really be awesome if it was a crit, but it's a hit. So that is going to be, well, I should have said which weapon we're using. Say she used her axe, because it doesn't matter. It's going to be 1 damage on him. And then, while we're here, so that's the end of the combat. Within the battle mage's turn. So we're going to go ahead and activate this as a free action here, because she used 1 to move over there. So we're going to go ahead and activate this. We're going to channel it. Boom. She's going to spend 2 essence. That takes her down to 3. So you're going to roll a d6. And if it's a 1 or a 2, it misses. 3 to 5, it's a damage. A 6, it's 2 damage. Okay, so that's a 4. And that is a hit. Bam. We took him out. So he is gone. So we're going to remove him from play here in a second. But first, we have to do our loot roll, which is a 20, which is probably not going to happen because we just wasted our 20. Yeah, a 14 is not a 20. So he is gone. So that's... actually, I got the wrong one. Is there any difference? No. I grabbed the blue one. I should have grabbed the green one is the one he's actually attacking. But the stats are the same, so nothing changed. So that one is coming off. So we'll take him out of the list. Boom, he's gone. And that will take care of her action. Our first activation. And we will go on to her next activation. Alright, so this guy, she motorized him. He's gone. Out of here. Finite. She still has 1 action left. So we're going to use that for movement. I'm going to roll, but she literally just needs 2, which is the minimum she can have. She's going to go in here with this level 1 champion. Hey, there's 5. That'll get her in there. And she's going to fight a level 1 champion. Right? Emphasis on champion. I'm not going to pull a minion. I promise. Just for the record. So let's go back over to where she's at and let's see what she can do. Alright. So, let's see what she got. So let's remember she does have 3 essence. The spectral sword is channeled, so we can't use that. We have counterattack and ice prism. So it says ice prism may be activated anytime during the hero phase. When activated, place this card on the minion or guardian monster's card that's within 4 spaces. For the remainder of this turn, this monster may not move but can still attack if the hero is adjacent to it. All warfare damage this monster deals Damage this monster deals. This turn is reduced by 1. Return this card. Costs 3 essence. Oh, hey, you know what? You know what? Now, we knew that that monster was in there, so it's not like we're actually not going to do that. This is what we're going to do. We're just going to move. Yeah, let's go back over here. I think this will be better serve us. This will better serve us. Stop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here she is. This is where she was before that movement. Instead of going into this chamber, she has 3 essence left. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to have her spend that essence. Well, she's going to move. She just needs to be within 4 of Razor Fang. Boom, she's within 4 of Razor Fang. Now she's going to spend that essence. We're going to take this card. This can't be used in a chamber, right? I'm going to take this card. And she is going to place this on Razor Fang. So, for the rest of this turn, which, as I understand it, that means the rest of this. It says turn. I'm thinking that means this whole activation, not just that activation, but yeah. Oh, heroes can take 2 actions on their turn. Okay, so well, never mind. This monster may not move, but can still attack if heroes adjacent to it. All warfare damage this monster deals this turn is reduced by 1. Yeah, okay. So she's actually not going to do that. So we're going to go back. We're going to do what we said originally. Unless that wording means something different, but based on I'm still not 100% sure the difference between a round, a turn, like rounds, turns, and phases. The wording on some things is not consistent, so I'm not 100% sure what is what. So I'm going to say, since that says turn, then, or well, I won't say it's not consistent. I don't, when I read it, I'm not sure on some things. Some things seem like they should be multiple, like Ice Prism. To me, that sounds like thematically that would be something that's like persists for this whole round, and then it thaws at the end, because all this stuff is kind of happening pretty quick. But based on the wording, when the reference sheet says you get 2 actions on your turn, that's your activation. I think activation and turn are synonymous. So let's go back and just fight the Chamber 1 monster, level 1 monster. Alright, so I have drawn a champion card. Specifically, a champion card, because we are in a chamber. I'm going to flip this over. Let's see what we got. Okay, ranged, physical, and, well, her chaos. That's good. Ooh, it's 3 damage, though. So shot in the dark. Before combat, each hero must test willpower to spot the sniper. On a fail, roll a d3. The hero takes damage equal to the result -1. If any hero has a lit torch, the sniper is spotted. No test is needed. Oh, cool. So if we had a torch, this wouldn't be a thing. Okay, so willpower 12. This is before combat. And this means it only happens once. So we need a 12 willpower check. We got a -3 to that, so we need a 9 or better. Alright, so we failed. So she's going to take a d3 -1 damage because she didn't see the sniper from his opening salvo. So she takes 1 damage. That takes her down to 4. Well, the good news is, at least on the first round, she won't die. Alright, so he has, what does he have? He's got physical, and he's got chaos, and he's got range. So I'm going to grab his tokens. because remember, this is chamber combat, so we will continue to do this combat until we flee, he kills us, or we kill him. And hopefully we kill him, but I am not out, hey, her low health, she may just evade. That may be what happens, because we do not want the terror level to go up anymore. Okay. So let's see what happens. First warfare type is ranged. Okay, she's got a 0 to range. We need a 13. Oh god, that's horrible. Alright, she's gonna use doesn't matter which one she uses, just go with the balanced axe because that's what she's got. So 13 or better. Oh yes, a 14. Take that, you filthy animal. That's 1 damage. Awesome. Let's just keep doing that. Alright, next one is... Nope. I swear to guys, I'm rolling this. You saw me roll. See, this is why I don't do well. Some Will Wheaton stuff there. Alright, 3. So we're gonna do Chaos next. She has a +3. We need a 10. And why did I roll? Hold on, let's go back and do this. I rolled the d20. I don't know why I rolled the d20. Ranged. She needed a 13. 6 to 4 is 10. Okay, that's more like it. She failed, so she's going to go down to 3 health. Next is Chaos. She's going to use the axe. She needs a 10. She's got a +3. That's a 7. 6 and a 2 is barely enough. Ridiculous. It's an 8. And then, of course, the last one will be physical. She has nothing from this, nothing from her stat. We need a 11 or better. And a 5 is not going to do it. She goes down to 2. Oh, man. Back to the top of the round. Now his evasion is 12. She needed 10 or better. She had a 50-50 chance of getting out of this. She probably can hit him. She can hit him for at least 1 with this. She could get lucky on one of the other rolls. Let's go for it. I mean, might as well at this point. If she can make it, that'd be great. Alright, here we go. And it says before combat, so even though this is another round, this doesn't mean at the beginning of each round of combat. That's just 1 time, so. Okay, well, we're starting with ranged again. Her worst one. Alright, a 13. 5 and a 3 is an 8, which is not 13. Goes down to 1. 2 or 3. Alright, Chaos. That's the best one. She needs a 7, a 10, -3. That's a 7. That was a 3. Awesome! Yay! Oh no. Okay, well, guess what? 0 health. So let's go ahead and take these off. It's not going anymore. I mean, it was worth a shot. Probably should have evaded. I'm not even going to roll because I would make myself sick knowing that I could have evaded. So, okie doke. Yeah, let's go to the Dungeon UI board and let's go ahead and move the old terror track up. So, boom is at 8, and we're going to take her standee. It's going to go here to the temple. So she is going to be resurrected at the temple in that level 1 monster chamber. Still going to have a level 1 in it. So that was quite unfortunate. I mean, at least she keeps the gold. She doesn't lose her gold. She did get rid of minion. I probably should have done that. I got greedy. That's the thing in this, right? If you get greedy, that's not good. You can really mess yourself up, which is what just happened. Okay, so let's go back to the paladin because it is going to be his turn, and let's see what he can do. All right, here we are with the paladin. Okay, so before we go actually to the mage, before we go back to the paladin, let's do one other thing. So, one of the things that happens that I did not realize is that when our heroes are killed by a minion in a chamber, if we evade out, we get tokens based on their level. If we're killed by them, the same thing happens. Now, fortunately, on lower level monsters, it's not that big a deal, but if you can imagine a 4 or a 3, that would almost fill up the track. So, we actually have to place a token there for that. And I'll be honest, I probably died at least, I'm going to say one other time in previous ones, so I'm going to go ahead and put a second one there because I don't think I'm not sure. So we'll just penalize myself that way. So that does happen. That's part of being killed. Now that doesn't happen if it's a guardian. That does not happen if it's a minion. That it should only happen, as I understand it, with the champion. Yeah, I just wanted to double check. So minions that does not happen with minions. That's only for chamber monsters. Guardians, it does also not happen with guardians. So chamber monsters are where that incantation track gets messy. Okay, so now our paladin is going to go again, and of course he is engaged with Razorfang. So we're going to start with Razorfang, and we'll just go straight to the combat. Alright, so here we are with the Guardian. We're going to be doing combat with the Guardian. So this is his third activation. I've already taken that off, but this is his first action of his third activation. He's going to be fighting Razorfang again, who will be sporting physical, ranged, and mythical. So let's put these out there. Physical, ranged, mythical. Alright, so we've got our attack dice. We've got this die. Now, here's the thing, and I've left this over here intentionally. Remember, we have these, this stone, right? And this is the, what was it called? It's got a stone glyph of lightning with 3 charges. So, we are next to him, and it says with an action, we can activate this and use one. So we're going to attempt, because we couldn't have killed him. I thought about, oh wait, you know what? I take that back. He has 4 on him. So we are going to go ahead and use one of these, because if we roll a 3, we kill him. That was one of his activations. If we roll a 3, we kill him. If we don't, then we'll have to do combat. So let's see what happens. Come on, 3. Oh my gosh, you guys saw it. That was a straight up legit roll. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, so, that means we don't have to do combat, which is amazing. Thank you, Lord. Because combat was not going to be fun at all. Okay. Oh, that's so awesome. Right. What are we going to do next? Okay. So, hey, we killed him. We took him out. He is gone. So we're going to remove these tracking tokens. Remove his damage because he is out of here. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. I drove my claymore in your face. Actually, the bow. Actually, the glyph. I just said, you know what? Lightning, have at him. Boom. So we're going to do a loot roll. Remember, we get this times 2 means we get to do it twice. So the first loot roll, we need an 8 or higher to get something. Oh my god, 7. Okay, so we get nothing. Second loot roll. A 5. We get nothing. Absolutely nothing from killing him. He comes off the board. We have completed 2 out of the 3 guardians we need to destroy. And that is just ridiculous, because I believe, if I remember correct, the same thing happened with Magnus. If you remember, we got nothing from his loot roll either time. Or we might have got a little gold, but I think I wanted items, because we can at least sell those for gold. Okay, so, hey, look, he's gone. Out of here. Bye-bye, finito. Alright, cool. Well, I mean, that's better than nothing. So now let's go back to the board, and I think we're going to check out the mining site that's left over here, since we're by it, because we kind of want the battle mage back in, and then that will complete the hero phase. But overall, I mean, we did complete 1, so we did take him out, so I'm okay with that. Alright, here we go. So, there's our boy, freshly destroyed Razor Fang, and found absolutely nothing, which is super depressing. So I guess he gets mad and he wants to go kick a rock. So we're going to go over here to the mining place. And let's see if we can get to it. Of course, ridiculous movement. That was a 6. More than enough to get there. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and we reveal this is not a mining site. So fakery, lies, and deceit, and that ends that activation. But let's remember that he still has 1 more full activation, and I think he's going to start. I think he's going to maybe start heading towards Dreadthorn, because, you know, we need to get close, so maybe, you know. Oh man, no we don't. And Albus is already gone. Let me put something on him to remind myself that he's gone. Yeah, he may head back. No, he didn't want to head back the way he came. Actually, no, I know what he's going to do. I know exactly what he's going to do. He is actually going to take his next activation, and he is going to use the Enlightenment action. Alright, so, next activation, he's going to be using the Enlightenment action, and he is going to purchase Consecrate Ground. This is a channel ability. Consecrate Ground will be activated before any warfare roll. When activated, all monsters adjacent to the paladin have their warfare values lowered by 2. It remains active for the duration of his turn. So this is going to let him drop that warfare value, hopefully, later on. Now, it does cost 3 essence. We don't have any essence, so that's not going to do us a whole lot of good right now. Here's the 3 life force that we're going to pay. So we have a total of 14 left in the pool. And, yeah. And I would note that if this was a full, like a normal, full 6-player, 6-character game, you know, we've got, you know, I'm buying these abilities. I've got 14 left in the pool. We would have to level up all of our characters to level 2, right, when we did Celebration Day. So, I mean, let's assume that all 6 had not leveled up at some point in time during the dungeon. We would need, in order, at 4 per, that's 24 life force just to level them up to level 2. Not to buy any abilities or anything like that, but just to level them up to level 2. Now, granted, for completing these, you know, missions and stuff, we are getting, you know, we got a lot of life force there. But since this is solo, remember that's, you know, it kind of scales. So our people have got a ton of life force. They're going to be able to buy all their abilities and utilize those easier to make up for that deficiency in their levels. So that is actually his final activation. So let's go to look at our minions. This is going to be the next phase, which is the monster phase, and see what we need to do during the monster phase. Alright, so here we are with the monster phase, beginning of the monster phase. We check our population track. We know we need 5 minions. We do not have 5 minions. We've killed a couple minions, so I am going to give the minion deck a quick shuffle. You could probably, if you wanted to see more variety, you could probably just not shuffle this. But I'm going to shuffle it, and we're going to draw the top card. We get, a red goblin footman. This is a familiar face, so we're going to grab his standee. So he will be out on the board, causing havoc. Remember, he's all about rampaging, or not rampaging, but he's all about that alarm. So if he comes out and his screeching alarm, when raiding goblin footman ends their turn, they roll a 20 on the result of 16 20. Any minion within the 6 space radius is converted into a raiding minion and no line of sight. So if he's near other ones, he can be potentially very, very dangerous. So that takes care of him. Now let's switch over here, and we're going to check for, remember, raiding. We've got a D10, that's our difficulty. So we're going to go boom, 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 in that order. So Skeletal Grunt does not raid. Red Orc Siegebreaker does not raid. Red Wraith does not raid. Blue Orc Siegebreaker does not raid, although that was close. And finally, the Red Goblin Footman does not raid. While we're here, let's go ahead and roll for where this Goblin Footman is going to be placed out. He's going to show up at number 6. So now let's go to the board and let's process each of these movements, and that will end this round. Alright, we're going to start with the green Skeletal Grunt. Alright, so here we are with the green Skeletal Grunt. Actually, let's go with a different view. There we are. Hopefully that's a little bit clearer. That's a little bit wider shot, so you see as everybody's moving around. So, Skeletal Grunt, D6 plus 2 for its movement. Its special ability has to do with combat. So D6 plus 2, it's heading on... Well, actually, you know what? We don't know where it's heading. So let's roll the patrol die and find out. Green and a 2, so that's a total of 4. So he's actually, because he's on a skull pile, he's actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and next is the Red Orc Siegebreaker, who is on the side of the board down here. So he is right here. He is close to skull pile, so we'll go ahead and roll this for him as well. It's a blue and a 2, and he is moving a D6 plus 2. So that is a total of 4. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we've got the Red Wraith, who is at the other end of the board. So let's go to the other end of the board. Right here is the Red Wraith. It is going to be a D6 plus 3. And remember, let's just go ahead and roll that while we're rolling, that we roll the Shadow Step, 16 to 20, he will get another activation. That's a 13, so no extra activation. He's moving a 2 plus 3. No, sorry, 2 plus 3, that's a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nowhere near anybody. So that is nice. And finally, oh no, let's see, that was right. Blue Orc Siegebreaker is right here, close to Skull Pile. So we will roll patrol route die plus the die D6, and boom. Oh wow, 6, and that is a plus 2. That's a total of 8, and he's going orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Move this door out of the way. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is where he is at. And then finally, our Goblin Footman. He is spawning in at location number 6. see, which is way up here. And he is going to go start heading on the orange route. So he's going to be heading back this way. And he is going to be moving at a d6 plus 3. So, total of 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is where he's at. Again, nowhere near anybody. Dreadthorn. Alright, let's see what happens. So he is moving 3 quadrants. Oh, sorry, 4 quadrants. That's right. He's got them wings. Alright, going orange first. So, 1. Nobody around. Good there. Next move, pink. It's actually back where he was at. That's 2. Then he goes blue. 3. And orange. 4. So down here in the corner. Okay. That is, and I would say he would take up 3 spaces. He's a big old boy. Or actually, we'll turn him, because he can be the so top guy, so we'll turn him like this technically. Or actually, he came that direction, we'll turn him like this. Okay, cool. So that is the Guardian phase. Nobody was seen or anything like that. So we're good to go there. Everybody's moved. That is the end of that. That is super unfortunate. I mean, she was about dead, so it made sense to just go ahead and keep fighting. Hopefully she can get some really good rolls and get a little bit extra help to help take out this guy. Because all we got to do is take out that Guardian, and this first quest table cleared. And then we can go to Celebration Day. Well, at least the countdown will start, and we can go to Celebration Day. Okay, so that is it for this round. And, yep, we'll see you in the next episode for the next round. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. This is your boy Justin saying, oh my lord, this game is so hard. Bye, guys.